you should start your own design business, even if you're job hunting right now and looking for full-time work. You take back control, number one. No more waiting on gatekeepers or praying for yes. You create your own opportunities, timelines, and income streams. I mean, it's pretty good. You build a portfolio that's truly yours. Freelance and self-led projects let you show off your real voice and taste without corporate red tape wearing it down and horrible bosses with their own taste infiltrating yours and telling you like they want it to look this way just because that's their own taste. You finally get to have your own decision, and you know that what you designed in that first round is actually correct and looks the best and doesn't need to be picked apart, have other people put their hands in it and screw it up and have it all turn into mud. Because when you add so many extra colors, you get a mud color. And the customer can tell that it sucks. You all know that it sucks. You could tell something is wrong with it to begin with. And everyone gets a vibration from this final approved version. And that vibration is not positive. So you actually are then to create something that could probably sell really well. I mean, it's kind of cool. And it's truly yours. You attract dream clients while you wait. Listen to this one. Even if you're job searching, potential clients and collaborators can already find you through your brand, site, and socials. That's why I started this channel too, because I realized that it's like marketing and advertising sort of, but also a way to just connect with people because we're all alone out here in New York. It's like, I think there's 12 million people here, but you know what I mean? Like, you feel like you're on your own design island and you get to find collaborators and like-minded people who never thought that they needed some design. And they start to trust you and you start to trust them. And it's nice to make friends this way too. But now you have a website that shows all your things that you do and you can get hired that way. And maybe like somebody you met has a lead through something else. That's networking, right? Networking nowadays, the 2020s, we don't have to do it the way it used to be done. Thank God. Like we just don't have time hoped for. Like, think of it as a temporary job the day you get hired, just to like they think of you as a temporary employee for sure. Your business is already up and running, so when you get like the axe or however nicer way we want to say it, because the redirection from the rejection, right? Like, it's a financial resilience and freedom, and you just are confident. You're like, whatever, I've got my stuff taken care of. Like, this is on you, and I'm going to have a problem with this for the rest of my life. Like, this company is gonna get doxxed or whatever, right? You become an expert. You become the expert, not just the applicant. So let me tell you what I mean by that. You get to tell people what you do, like the small business, the small company, the corporation. You get to share your process and projects and products, like through your perspective online builds thought leadership, like, and sets you apart from other job seekers. Like, they get to see your huge retention of wisdom and knowledge in a way that, like, kind of like with acting, I keep saying that. But when you look at an actor's reel, it's like little clips from all their shows and movies and commercials, right? And then a director might see like this actress in this role and say like that would fit perfectly here, but like they weren't watching the movie to find that actress. So you're kind of building your worth and your values and knowledge through your marketing and your online platforms and your friends and like experiences. Like, it's all leading to you becoming the expert in your field. And I know I'm not supposed to say this out loud. It's like breaking a fourth wall or something. But I've gotten a lot of leads, like warm and cold, I suppose, or however you say it, just from just being available online. Somebody reading a blog that I wrote, or maybe in Home Goods they saw like a box I designed. And that's kind of what I mean by this. That's the old school way. And this is the new school way. When you kind of followed somebody for a while, maybe for makeup, and then you realize they also do this. Or, I think that also people did this with reality stars like Kristen Cavallari. I know, it's so old. But like The Hills or Laguna Beach, right? Then she did the shoes, or just Jessica Simpson was first reality star with Newlyweds, and then she did her fashion line, which became over $1 billion. It leads to stuff that hasn't been created yet, hasn't been invented yet. I mean, now that stuff's super old, but who knows how far this can go? Honestly, like, you are not able to be a future predictor. but you can be that thought leader and it can lead to something greater than you've ever imagined beyond your wildest dreams. I'm here for you and I believe in you and I believe in me and I think this is going to go somewhere great. So I really hope you also diversify your income because you're getting multiple streams of income, which is better than one job. In this economy, we just have to change our minds about how things were that way. You learn business skills that make you a better hire. It's so boring, but yeah, you learn how to do all that additional admin. You do Shopify where you're also adding products like a merchandiser, you know, like you're not just doing the web design of it and the coding. You're doing the other holistic stuff. You're doing ads like the person who does all the numbers and runs the ad revenue and you're doing every single role, including CEO. So that's kind of cool. I mean, and you stop waiting and you start creating. You don't you are an artist right now. You don't need to go to college. You're a designer right now. You don't need to go to college. You don't need to have worked for somebody, not worked for somebody, had the job, or we want you to start creating right now. Your business becomes proof that you're not just talented. You're in motion. You're dynamic, thriving, interested individual. Maybe some people would say it's because you don't take no for an answer or something, but over on this channel, we're about soft life here. We're about work-life balance, anti-hustle culture. I hate that whole thing, but all about, multiple streams of income, having everything set, all these seeds planted in your garden. This plant's doing well. This plant has having some kind of disease issue. This plant is supposed to be purple blooms, but it's purple and red, and this one's pink for some reason. It's all changing and growing in ways that you didn't expect and couldn't predict, but still kind of cool and for the better. And it's modern and future-proofing. So I think that's why you should start today. Let me know if you do. Let's read some really hilarious job description. Okay, must know Adobe Figma and also how to film, direct, color grade, edit, and score a 4K brand video like Scorsese on a Tuesday during Mercury retrograde. You should be able to design a logo, animate it, edit 90-second product launch reel, build a Shopify store, and perform CPR just in case the client flatlines after seeing this invoice. Looking for someone who can make a viral TikTok, design a print catalog, manage 5 social channels, and still have time to meditate and practice gratitude. We want someone who is basically a one-person agency, but we're offering $18 an hour and a gift card to Sweetgrains, so it's a great job. The ideal candidate has 10 years of experience for an entry-level role. Also, please bring your own laptop software and emotional support animal, so they're animal-friendly, which is great. But also, 10 years experience in programs that have just been designed and created a few years ago. So you're kind of like a time traveler. You have to design pitch decks, marketing funnels, email flows, influencer gift boxes, custom illustrations. And while you're at it, could you make the CEO's daughter's wedding invitations? Really help her out because she hasn't found a great designer yet and had to reject the last 30. I've actually worked for somebody that had one of my coworkers work on his daughter's science project. And it was over the course of a whole week too. And it turned out really great. So, I mean, it's really nice, right? To have that kind of help. You should be proficient in Photoshop, InDesign, After Effects, Microsoft Excel, and also astral projection, just in case we need creative alignment in another dimension. Actually, I love that one. I do astral project, unfortunately. I really don't like doing that. Let me know if you've ever done it before. They say that when you feel that shake, and wake up startled, it's from when we were all primates and we slept in trees to avoid being eaten by saber-toothed tigers. Oh no, if that's accurate. Or just any kind of predators. We slept in trees and maybe we wrapped ourselves in the tree, kind of like Katniss Everdeen, up in the tree, with a belt or something or a rope. And when you fall out, you're always worried about falling out of the tree. So that's why you feel that jump. But an astral projection, it's feeling like your soul coming back into your body. I'm not saying I'm a really good expert at astrological projection, but it happens to me a lot and I really hate it. And it's not what's the really bad, sorry, excuse me. It's not sleep paralysis, it's astrological projection. And maybe it's a gift for a reason, right? Let me know. You're not just a graphic designer, not just a digital designer. You're a creative, it makes you priceless. The world moves in circles. What rises, falls, cycles. What's high is low, the market right now. It's all messed up, right? But it's going to come back to itself. It's going to come back up once it's going to climb again with a new purpose. I swear. I'm not saying everything bad is secretly good or that there's anything that makes this okay or that I like it or something. I'm just saying that how you see it and how you meet it, that's where your power lives. All you can do is control your own reactions and your own thoughts that become your feelings and vice versa. You have to remember that. It's a practice. Every day you have to do the same thing where you practice this situation of realizing all you can control is your own reaction. It's like wisdom eventually. It becomes a part of who you are and how you see things, and you ultimately gain something, which is wisdom and education, which can't get taken away from you. It's actually stronger than gold, like more valuable. Like you come back to the center and you breathe and you ask, what can I control today? Which is just yourself, right? And then you do that with as much peace and beauty as you can. Your experience, your inner knowing, your wisdom, that can't be laid off. So if you're laid off, that's them. That's not, you can't be outsourced. Like the wisdom can't be outsourced. Like you can't be taken, like nobody can get your essence to do what you do. It's worth more than gold and it's already yours. You're not behind. You're becoming. It's happening. I swear. What's down is going to rise again. So stay grounded. Like pretend your feet are filled with roots going into the earth. Like that's the only way to get through like the anxious feeling. Your perception is your power. How you decide to frame this is how you're going to be okay with overcoming it. And it's all leading you towards a reason. There's all for your highest good situations happening for you. Everything good is happening to you. Ancient wisdom is a daily ritual. Read some stoicism, do a guided meditation. I know it sounds really tough, but if you can just take 1 minute a day and try it out, it could change your life. A creative soul is never unemployed. You are an artist, a dreamer. You don't have to outsource that to some kind of something. You don't have to give that to a company. You don't have to work for somebody and give that to them. You don't have to work for yourself to do that either. But I hesitate to say that because I do think if you're creative, you should have your own business. And if you are laid off or unemployed right now or looking for another job because your current job's so horrible because everything is like awful right now, I still think you should do your own creative business. I don't mean print on demand, or I do not mean a side hustle at all. I hate that term, but kind of a side hustle. Like not really, but try to get in touch with what you actually like, what you actually are here on earth to do, part of your purpose, and decide to turn that into a business where you make money, and it's literally going to be okay. Once it starts to flow and you have multiple streams of income, you'll keep adjusting because it's going to be different than your corporate career. It's probably something that you do every day, actually, like 24 hours, 7 days a week, even when you're on vacation. That's kind of what's cool about it, is that you're kind of on vacation the whole time, and you'll start to adjust and see like all of this was for a good purpose, I swear. You don't have to chase validation in a job title or salary or line on your resume. You are already whole the moment you arrive. Like you're a valuable soul that was created out of love and with a purpose that you're here to fulfill in this world. You matter a lot. You matter to just the universe or God or whoever you believe in that created you. You're valuable to the people in your life that you give meaning to their purpose as well, and meaning to their day and meaning to their souls. And you actually know everyone from past lives in your life as well. You've met them before, and you're all here to perform different purposes from your past lives as well. And if you're an artist and ever had a moment that you're like in a flow state of creating your art and you kind of wonder where it even comes from, it is divinely given to you. All creativity is. And everyone is an artist, actually. It's just that the world makes you think you're not once you're a grown-up, right? That's what Picasso says. Anyway, like the only thing that's truly ours is our character. How we show up, how we respond, how we create meaning. Everything else is temporary and fragile and outside of our control. That's what the Stoics say as well. Your job may come and go. Obviously, it's definitely going to go a lot, like lately. I've had the most hilarious, like insane experiences lately. Clients are then ghost, like companies are going to ghost. Algorithms are definitely changing, like they might change again, even like more. Your inner creative fire is eternal though. It's like that Olympic flame. Like, and you're not your revenue. You're not your bank account. You're not how what you do for other people, like what you pay other people, like how you pay for them or what you give somebody. It's not who you are. It's not your inner essence of what your purpose here on earth is. You're a living, breathing artist in a chaotic world. That is rare magic. Take a moment to realize that, how special that is, and try not to modify that right now. Just like breathe in that. Like imagine when you look at the stars, like that was created, a flower so perfect in its beauty, like a rose with every single petal in there. And then, maybe it's sad that it dies, right? But it had its purpose, which was to be a lot of things. But to me, I think flowers are here to show us beauty of like from nothing, like created from nothing. I really, really have a strange anxiety about financial anxiety and security and making enough and kind of over planning, like being afraid of the future and what like this kind of income stream is going to hold for me in the future. And I just want you to know that security doesn't come from money, actually. It seems like it does. I I always think it does, and I can't stop thinking that. It's like a daily practice to remember. But it comes from trusting that you are capable of creating again. And you are. I know that if you're creative, you have unbelievably unlimited ideas. Even if you right now are saying, no, I don't I just don't even know anymore. I'm so burned out. If you had a little bit of rest and you kind of had a chance to create something, I know you'd come up with something the world's never seen before because it's coming from you and take on everything. So no matter what the world throws at you, you've got to let go of the illusion that you have to prove yourself. You already have. I know you probably are saying with your portfolio. I know that's the purpose of a portfolio is to prove, but we've got to start being not audition only, hire only, or whatever the acting term is. We have to start looking at our creative careers more like other careers, like doctors or lawyers or engineers. I guess those are actually the only real kind of careers that you can kind of go to school for and get certified in. All the creatives, though, they kind of get a better pass here, like copywriters and actors and anyone else besides graphic designers and photographers and UI UX people. All of them get to just interview and get hired, but all of us have to just do projects and build these portfolios and keep updating them. And if you need help doing that, actually look at my mentoring guidance package, because I'm just over it. And I just think that we should just have it be one and done and just get that job so you can build your business. It's so fruitlessly annoying to kind of be trying to prove ourselves to people who aren't even going to be our creative director or our direct manager. If they're not a designer, why are we proving our design worth to them? It's all getting confused. It's lost in the soup, right? Because they really are the only way that if that's a red flag that's come up for you. And I always say, even if there's lots of red flags, still go for it. Get your bag. Money is money. But they just don't know what they want, and only thing that they'll respond to is if you make something that looks exactly like what the company is doing right now. I had that experience with Aeropostale, actually. They're just like, oh, could you they just couldn't handle having my work be envisioned as store displays. They only wanted me to have store displays as my portfolio so they could look at it and say, but I mean, it's just, if they're not able to be creative enough in the interview to plug in your style to what they do, I don't know what they're asking for then. I think they're mostly just fishing, right? We're getting over it, and I'm over it. I don't think we're going to be agreeing to agents giving out our information anymore and applying and submitting us anymore. I think at this point we're all going to have to band together and start working on these projects as independent corporations, to be honest. Here's the hiring process now. Be let's talk about getting hired as a digital or graphic designer right now, or from now until the future, because times have changed and this is permanent, folks. I hate saying folks. Companies are using AI to write jobs, and you're reading it and you're applying with AI answers, and you made a resume based on their hiring post. So the two talk to each other and combust or reject each other, because if they don't match enough keywords, then you'll get rejected or they'll reject themselves. AI rejects AI. It's so stupid. This is crazy. So if you're looking to find a job right now, you really probably are wasting a lot of time and energy on LinkedIn and Glassdoor and wherever else you might apply to. I'd say recruiters are the best bet. There's so many. all over America, I guess. I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but I have gotten a lot of jobs with recruiters for full time, for freelance, for consulting, and for like part time too. And I guess that's all that's around, right? But lately in the past 2 years, or okay, the past year, all of those jobs have come to no end. And I haven't gotten to the point where I had to do projects for them, but I do know some people who have gotten to 8 interviews and gotten rejected. It's so unbelievable and really unfair actually. And I think that there's a way around it. It's starting your own business, first of all, and putting your energy there. It's building your portfolio for projects you want to do and starting with your energy there. It's remembering that it's not you. It's probably not really a real job when they're interviewing you. Even when they wanted a project, they just kind of wanted to spend some time like wasting your time and their time for whatever reason. I only say this because I've interviewed people and I knew that we weren't hiring, and I'm a designer and I've worked for luxury companies and like beauty, fashion, home decor, all in New York City. And yeah, I mean, it's not like it was explicitly told to me, but it's very obvious to read between the lines. If you're kind of an intuitive introvert or just kind of filled with empathy, as most of us artists are, you can read between the lines and understand what the purpose of a lot of the stuff is. A lot of the time, it's to placate you as the designer. Maybe you used to have 10 people on your team, now you're just one, and you've got like this boss, and we're all pretending that I'm looking to hire somebody on the team, like a junior designer or an intern or something, because it's going to help me out. And maybe it makes me think like the company is doing well, or it might make the intern think that too, like, oh, you're hiring. And it makes the manager feel like, okay, I can say this in the next meeting. We just interviewed a bunch of people. But it's all lies. And what's crazier than lying to yourself, and lacking truth in the reality of the situation? It's a spiritual problem eventually, it gets to you, and I couldn't take it anymore. I had to leave and quit that place. Oh my gosh. Like, you wonder where your soul went. And the job listings sometimes, not mine, like that I was talking about, but when I read these, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. Like now hiring a graphic design unicorn, like has to edit like a Hollywood like movie level, like even though that has nothing to do with like you need an e-commerce website, right? Who's doing that? Like, and the same person has to film themselves for TikTok videos. Like, yes, it's all the same job. It's crazy what they're imagining. Like bonus points if you can time travel, if you have no personal life, if you accept exposure as currency. It's insane. And I just am over it. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you guys are over it too. I hate hearing like a hiring manager complain that there's lack of available candidates, or also a lot of the people are saying that I've worked with now with corporations, not my one-on-one clients or my small businesses, but a lot of them, the big corporate fat cats, they don't want somebody with no experience, right? And I'm saying, why would you want somebody if it's an entry level job, why do you need 10 years of experience from this person? Like, I'm happy to show them how to use stuff. Like, and it's because they don't even know what they're hiring for. They have no idea what the job entails. And the programs update a lot. I worked for somebody who had just learned Premiere Pro, and she's like very excited about it. And she's so angry that I did a video in Canva. I love Canva. She was like, the ask was Premiere Pro. It's like, no. I mean, you could ask all you want, but you can't tell somebody what program to use when it's the same result / better, faster, quicker. Premiere Pro is wonderful. Like I said, it's actually Hollywood level movie making. If you're making a commercial or like a feature film, you really should use Premiere Pro. If you're making something that is just nonsense because it's just for 1 week, it's going to appear like as a banner. Like, you're allowed to use any program you want, actually. And I was trying to make a feature film. You couldn't clip that together in Canva. But if I'm trying to do something with graphics and transitions and different audio extractions, you could use Premiere Pro, but it's, slows down the rest of your computer, so you're not able to work on other things at the same time as it's saving. I guess I'm not going to say it's generational, actually. I almost said that, but it's not her fault. It kind of is. I think just stop asking me like how it got done. It's really something you don't have to worry about. If you like how it looks, which you do, you love it, that's the first thing I'm supposed to take care of, right? And then the second thing is, how did our audience and customer respond to it? That's actually not really supposed to be me as the designer and the aesthetic like look of it all. That's supposed to be the marketing person, and the development of it, going on the site and having everything function well in the link experience, that's supposed to be the merchandising slash possibly the developer. So when they want you to be all of those roles, it's just really terrible job, probably. Terrible company, terrible everything. Much like a lot of these situations are right now. I'm so sorry to say the truth here. Please tell me I'm not alone in believing this. I'm not a bitter person. I just say no to delusional unicorn job descriptions. I'm only saying yes to boundaries, clarity, real compensation, not, like commensurate with like write the number down. Just gotta know. Like, let's stop BSing. Interview is great. I really want to know that our vibes match. Of course I care about that. You're looking at this person a lot and talking, you have to understand each other. It's not that hard to speak the same language if you're open to speaking another language, basically. Like, not another actual language, but if you're open to listening, empathy, then we're on the same page. It's not that hard to get there, but a lot of people aren't. And use AI as a tool, not a crutch.